Yes, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. A signing has just been announced, not by the club, but by Fabrizio Romano, as people like to hear. As you can see on the screen, Fabrizio Romano, as we did say, Leicester City have confirmed the signing of Woyo Coulibaly as the new fullback from Parma. Sam, £3 million. We were just talking beforehand that I don't know what fans expect. I don't know what fans want. But for me, I'm happy with the signing. We've got a signing in. We asked for either to strengthen the team or to kind of get a backup in the team. And for me, the one position we needed to get either backup or hopefully to strengthen is that right back spot. And I think the reason why he's cheap is because he's only got 6 months left on his contract. So, what's your take on it before we get into the comments?
Yeah, like I say, I can't harp anything on him because I've never seen him play. £3 million, like you say, is cheap. It probably shows you where the club is at with a lot of the financial situation. And yeah, like you said, it's at least bare minimum good options to have someone fighting for that right back spot. Like I've said, for the whole of the season, really, it's always good to have competition. And I've got some stats on him.
Bring them up.
So 25 years of age, so he's not that young, really. He's not a young signing.
I wouldn't say it's old though.
I think in football terms,
I think that's like more getting to his prime.
In football terms, it's definitely, like you say, for a right back, it's between now and 30, isn't it, for the best years of his career. So I'm just looking over here screen. He's obviously started off. I think he's a French player. You know, he started off at Le Havre. I think I'm saying that right. He's played in the Ligue 1 for them, and then he obviously got his move to Parma in 2021, and he got them promoted to the Serie A back last season. Obviously, then they're doing all right this year so far. You know, outside of that relegation spot, decent for them. He's played 82 games for Parma since joining them in 2021, which from then to now is virtually every season, really. You know, a lot of games, and he's played a lot of minutes for both. You know, he's the first choice right back. So
yeah. Let's get some comments in. Craig says good signing. Gray also says good signing at last. And David also says good signings. That's what we need. We need to get another right winger. So, like I said, I know people probably aren't going to be as chuffed with the fact that he is only £3 million. He has come from a side that's near the bottom of the league in Serie A. But for me, again, I think that it's a signing that we've been asking for. I think from what I've looked at on the YouTube, that everyone's something to do them. Any rumours come around, he does look quite good. He looks more of an attacking fullback than a defensive one. But is that what we need? I don't know. But
I mean, if you put it in that perspective, I'd say no. Because we've got Justin, who's an attacking fullback, who we don't play as an attacking fullback.
No, I do get it. Yeah.
So,
Hey Fi says how much £3 million you can see on here. I'll bring up again. Around about £3 million transfer fee. Again, the reason why he is so cheap is because he is out of contract in 6 months' time. Seeing them more comments. Robert says here we need someone to give JJ a rest or replace him. Again, I'm actually happy about the signing. At least we've made one before. Maybe tomorrow.
I think we all know he's not going to play for Wednesday's game.
You never know.
You do know with this. It's way too quick for turnaround. It's
Monday. All I'll say is a player Spurs signed the same day. I think still played for them in the FA Cup. So
that is different because it's not a massive stage, and B, they're playing a non-league side really. So there is a real difference in caliber of play. Then, yeah. Like I said, £3 million. We've all been calling for Justin to get dropped for Chowdhury, but as we know, Chowdhury more than likely, especially from a lot of the news today, is going to be out to Sheffield United. I don't know if that's on loan or fully a permanent transfer, but it looks like he is leaving. So there's what you would call the second choice right back going.
Yeah.
So, like I said, obviously, like I said, money's tight clearly this year for us. We know that obviously PSR stuff could get us still. That's still looming. We thought it was gone, but to come straight back around, I believe today was some kind of hearing for it. But anyway, £3 million for him, yeah. Like I said, it could be hopefully a decent signing. We know that realistically, really, for this season, for us to stay up, we need players like Justin to step up who haven't. So if we have to replace him, it has to be with someone that is going to be better than Justin, and hopefully it can be this guy because if it's not really, then where do we stand with right backs? Because you've got two players that hopefully two players that aren't performing as well as they could be. But I hope he does come in and do the job because we're signing him and we need someone to do better than Justin at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just looking here as well. He can actually play left back as well, which can be useful. Like the JJ situation, if we did have no left backs, we could use him in that left back spot if Christensen and Thomas is out. Like you said, he has played 14 games. He had 2 assists, and I think that for playing 14 games and depending on how many games he played majority of the games this season.
I will just look it up. I'll look Siri. What's my spelling?
He's had 14 appearances. He has played 1 game in his
so far. They've played 20 games, but he's featured in majority of those games. Obviously, probably about 25%. He hasn't played. But you look at his minutes. He's played a lot of minutes for those 14 games. So
I think as well as you can see on his transfer history, he's never been to like a big cup. This is like for saying he is 25. This isn't like. I wouldn't say an up-and-coming player, but a player who's rarely been seen around. So he's only just got a big move now to Parma a couple of years ago. And other than that, he's just been playing in the lower league. So.
It's not a big move going to Parma.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is his first move to a top league anywhere. So before he was playing
it's a top league, and he did play 3 games for them in his. In the French league, and so Premier League, like I say, is a different league. It's a different level of football. Like I said, we'll never know. We'll see what he can do. Really, we'll see.
Let's just say that the last player we got from Le Havre was very good for quite cheap, wasn't it? So you never know. You never know. This could be like 70, 80 million pound player in a couple of years. You never know. All I'm saying is Mahrez came from Le Havre for what? How much? 400,000.
Not even that, I think.
So,
yeah, no, I get it. Like you said, sometimes
you can never know.
Mahrez was considerably a lot younger and cheaper, so that'd be like I said. And also get some of the comments that we'll see. Tony says this year's Ryan Bennett signing.
We don't know that. We can't.
No, you don't know, but you can see what he's saying of we're dreaming no better than we have. It could be the case, Reed. That could very well be the case. If we're only willing to fork out, all we can do is fork out £3 million, then almost what's the point? Because
the fact of it is, what are you expecting? Are you expecting a £20 million left back to come in a position where they are? And he is only that cheap, in my opinion. But not, he might only be a couple of million more, but he's gone for that price because he has only got 6 months left on his contract. He's going to have to go at some point. Otherwise, he's going to go on a free anyway. So we've took the risk, $3 million. I don't think it's that much of a risk. If he's better than JJ, this is £3 million well spent, in my opinion. And if we stay up and he does well, for me, £3 million were very well spent.
Yeah, and there's also the flip side to it that he's a cheap alternative for the Championship next year to Justin if we need to sell him. There's 2 sides to it. 3 million in the grand scheme of things is very cheap, these day and age of football.
You know what? I will mention this one because I do go with him to the football. He says rumour has it that Man U are charging £66 for a ticket for the FA Cup. Now that is an absolute joke. If that's the case, I will very much debate not to go that. That is what it is. Tony says here, I'm expecting a Championship signing.
Yeah, it could very well be that, setting him up for the Championship season or risking, I don't know. I don't know if it's a risk. I've never seen him play. When you look at the grand scheme of things, when we signed Mahrez, those kind of players, it's like, well, we are already in the Championship. And back then, 400 grand, it wasn't even a lot back then. But, it's just like one of those things that turn out to you, wonder kid. So.
Tony, I don't know his wages, mate. Knowing us, it'll probably be about 80 million. 80 grand a week.
I'm sure it won't be that high, but he's probably definitely an upward step.
Yeah. LCFC forever says JJ is all right going forward, but horridly defensively. Surely he's an upgrade on that area, or can we sort the right side? See, I just said that I think he's more of an attacking fullback than he's defensive, but I feel like Rude wants that more attacking player. But when it comes to defence, I don't know, because I feel like that's a big reason why I think he does.
Attacking, because I don't see Justin being used that much as an
Well,
attacking
he scored
right
2
back.
goals against QPR, and he's
It's
going
different.
forward a lot more.
I'm not using QPR as an example.
Well, he does go forward. JJ does go
against the
forward.
Championship team, yeah.
No, I'm not just saying that. I'm saying he has gone forward in majority of games. That's why he's lacking when it comes back.
See, I don't think he has though. I think under Rude, every time I've watched him, he's scared to go forward and take his man. Now maybe that's a Justin thing, or maybe that's the way he's been told. Who knows? But like you said, if we need to get a new right back in, which I think we do, and at least it's someone, it's better than no one. So hopefully he can come in and bundle some confidence in there. But like you said, really, 25. Mavididi came in at around 25 last year and did well, but can he do it for the Premier League or Championship side? I guess that's the key. I mean, get your comments in, guys. Do you think this is someone to replace Justin for this season, or do you think this is get him ready for the Championship?
Surely you're not going to be. Surely you're not going to be expecting that. Surely.
Well, the club have to. The club have got to, unlike last time, and hence why we had a.
Oh no, you've got to be ready for it, but not.
We've got to be ready.
Surely you're buying players to hopefully stay in the league and not go down.
Well, it's not buying players to go down, but it's in preparation. I mean, like a lot of players, we just said here, Ipswich. You just said that they're spending money on players. And once if they get relegated, then they've got a couple.
Well, they're going to be more shit than us.
Well, they won't be, because the reason we got getting PSI is because we had a £250 million team get relegated. So
no, I get you.
It's one of those things. I mean, what
Jordan here says West being confirmed. As you can see here, Fabrizio has tweeted saying, Leicester City have signed Wario Coulibaly as a new fullback from Parma, £3 million fee. So there you go, mate. Let me just bring us back up. Any more comments before we do finish? Terence says with all the Fox Saturday, it matched Justin's defensive errors. I don't think it did. I thought Justin played okay on Saturday, if I'm totally honest. Yes, he made still a few, not errors, but you could see him not in the best of confidence. But for me, I don't think he had much of a bad game. Lou says it looks very attacking. Maybe time to play against wingbacks,
which would be ironic, to be honest with you, because we've not played Justin or Christensen, both of them, or even those positions, left back and right back, as wingbacks. We've been playing with wingers every game virtually, even under Cooper and also under Rude. We played with the wingers and the fullbacks. Whereas we would probably know. I mean, really, from what I could see, I've always said Justin is the best player when he's a right wing back. You get the most out of him when he can bomb it up and down, and you've got a third centre back to come and cover. We haven't really played like that this year.
I feel like we have, but that's.
Well, we've not played with five. We've not played.
Not very far with that, no. But
that's
we've played before about with players going up the pitch on the wing.
I don't think we have very much. I think there's times where we haven't played with that anyway. Apples and oranges. I don't think we have been playing like that.
Resist Control says is he an upgrade on JJ though? It's only time will tell, mate. Time will tell. Forever says well played, but it's a championship side. I get it. I get the QPR game was a championship team we played against, but I'm just saying that the way that I think Rude wants to play, in my eyes, is more wing backs attacking wise, using four at the back.
Played with a wing back.
I don't know if you. I don't know if you watch the games, mate.
Well, I do watch the games because I don't think we. I disagree again. I think this persona of if that's what Rude's trying to do, he's failing at doing that. Because I don't think we have been playing with wing backs, and if we have been trying to, we've not been doing very well with it.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, I personally I don't see us, and I mean again, if you look at the team sheet, playing with two wingers and wing backs is weird and silly because that doesn't make sense to play with. If you're going to have the right back and left backs bomb it up the pitch, but you've already got Ayew, Mavididi, McAteer, whoever's on the wings there to do that as well, then it's just blocking in the way. Because, like I said, I've seen Justin, who does at times try to go up the pitch, but again, he goes to halfway line and he'll pass it back. And whether that's a tactical decision or that's a confidence thing, who knows? I feel like we don't actually play with what a wing back is considered these days. That's just my opinion, and I think I'd like to see us try that a bit more because the wingers, left wing, right wing, they've been pretty non-existent this year. So if we're going to do something, change it up this against Palace, if you ask me. But will Ruud do it? Because I think he's very structured in the way he manages, and again, a bit like square pegs in round holes. We're trying to put players in positions that sometimes don't suit them to the best abilities. El Canus and Buonanotte, one of them will end up on the wing. But we both know they're both better as the attacking mid, so I'd rather see us play with more players in the middle of the park, drop the wingers, one extra centre-back and two wing-backs. I mean, there's no harm in trying it, really, because we lost 5 on the bounce, minus QPR.
Yeah. Last comment of the day, then. Jordan Stevenson says, "Come on, boys, let's be positive. Starting Wednesday."
Well, let's hope so. Wednesday's a massive
You never
game,
know who you
Jordan.
could play.
It's a massive game, and we really need to get points now against a team that, do we go ahead of them? I don't think so, but I think we definitely catch up
We
to them.
go ahead of all the other
And
ones if they lose.
If they lose, it's one of those games where 2 home games, we realistically, in the position we're in to try and stay up this season, we're going to need 4 points from these 2 games to really show that we have a chance of staying up. We need to bounce back, and I will be positive for Wednesday, but I'm hoping the team selection and the players are positive enough to go out there and do something positive and want to go out there and win the game. Because I feel like not only have we been playing pretty poor and made some massive errors, there is no enthusiasm and no passion to be playing against any of these teams. Really, I'm not seeing many players.
See, did you just say that we've been playing pretty poor?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't think we've been playing.
Well, 5 losses on.
We've just been making too many errors.
Well, 5 losses in advance would prove otherwise. And again, your definition of poor to mine is different. You think possession-based football is God's Messiah and how we should play. And I disagree because I look at teams like Burnley and Southampton and us who keep trying the same philosophy of football, and it doesn't work because we're getting outplayed by the teams that are better, have better players, better money into their team. I think it shows. I think there's a lot of teams that try it, including us. I think we have tried a lot of this possession-based football, and it just doesn't work for me. And that's why I would switch it up and try something a bit different. I mean, look at Forest; they've had the lowest amount of possession in the Premier League, and where are they in the Premier League? 3rd. They don't play possession-based football. They play counter-attacking football. The least amount of possession in the league, and they're sat in 3rd in the Premier League this year.
Sounds like us on the year we won the league.
It does. I think it just shows you that sometimes reverting back to some basic football of right, this team on paper is better than us mathematically. Let's go out there and try our best to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Let's go out there and counter attack them, catch them on the break, rather than trying to be the better team on the pitch. Because apart from, you look at we're second bottom, so that theoretically means at the moment 17 teams above us are better than us, including Palace. And I don't want another Wolves to happen, because if we go out there and we lose 3 or 4-0, and it's a bit embarrassing again, it's just there's no forward steps if we do that.
Fair enough. There you go, guys. There's the new signing. We'll hopefully be hearing from Leicester themselves soon about the announcement for him. But get your comments in, get your views in on this guy, and hopefully we'll be live again soon for another transfer. But I'm guessing by tomorrow, Sam, this is when we might hear about the point deduction, if there is one. But we'll talk about that later.
If it happens,
when it happens, we'll be live. But appreciate you all coming in, and we'll catch you all on the next show. See you in a bit, guys.